So I'm thinking that I might not sleep very good in here simply because I don't let any air in. I never open the windows, and I have all those double sheets, the red sheet underneath and the black sheet over it on both windows. I'm thinking that might be what's going on, because it is so much more comfortable to sleep on the couch. But the downside to sleeping on the couch, as you guys already know, first of all, I can't block light. It's impossible. The light that comes from it's just be impossible to block the light out in the living room. You know, I mean, there's light emitting just from the overhead chandelier type thing, and that's impossible to block. You shut it off all the way and it's still lit up, you know. So it's impossible to block all the light like I can do in here. And also, it's not comfortable because, you know, I'm trying to sleep on that couch with Omar too. So, you know, there's downsides. But the upside is it's comfortable air-wise. You know, it's not so stuffy like in here. Poor man's earplug. As I told you, Donald's poor man's earplug was bread. Which actually, in my experience, does work better than cotton balls, but it's also potentially dangerous. You lose your hearing. Crumbs of bread go down in your ear canal. So I wound up watching The Other Side of the Mountain, and it was so good. What else is new? Kate Winslet, you know, that other movie that time about that, I can't remember what that was, but the convict. She picks really powerful, gritting things to star in that are, you know, complex. And what a good movie. I had to watch it because I didn't know this, but it was going to end tomorrow on HBO. So technically I didn't have to watch it. I figured if I don't watch it now, I'll never watch it. You know, when would I wind up watching it? I'm glad I watched it. It was good. It was really, really good. It's based on a book. It's not a true story. I figured it probably wasn't a true story because it'd be awfully convenient that he winds up, you know, being a doctor. And they're fighting for their lives in the wilderness and get hurt and whatnot. He's a doctor, you know, of all things, surgeon. So it was good. And it was really, really good. Oh. So it makes me sad, and I'm just being sarcastic, facetious, whatever. To find out what the difference is between facetious and sarcastic. I think it's only a very slight difference, definition. I never looked at this before. I just looked at the top just to find something quick, but there's actually sites that give you like hundreds of synonyms. Say if you punch in a thing like voluptuous, synonyms for voluptuous or synonyms for whatever, and they give you hundreds. Some I hadn't even heard of, you know. And it's amazing. I get tired of using the same ones. It's all just meant to come up with clever titles. I like my big blonde Alicia Beast. Is Mama the big blonde Alicia Beast, Holmes? Huh? think that would probably be a really good book, that movie. Just like Wild was, you know, was based on a true story. And that was a book. They made it to a movie. Same with this. Big blonde Alicia Beast. Blonde Alicia Beast. Netflix has the coolest shit. I'm sorry, but it does. The Netflix on demand, it has original documentaries. Like I just discovered this one because it's new, and it's called Explained. And it's perfect for someone like me who has lifelong satiable curiosity, you know, because it explains shit. I was looking at the different things, and it doesn't do it in like an hour or something. This one I just watched, Why Diets Fail, and it just sums it up in like 16 minutes. And it was stuff I already knew, but it was interesting that they sum it up in 16 minutes. It's basically what I've been telling you. There's no one diet right for each person. There's no one right diet right for any person, okay? And the one that's right for you is the one you can stick to. And you can't just treat it as a diet. It has to be, you change your lifestyle. You can't view it as a diet. And those Biggest Loser contestants that I was among the people rooting, watching it every fucking week, every fucking season, year after year. And remember, I was a lot heavier then than I am now. Good 40 pounds heavier, give or take. And then it turns out all these years later, you find out that a significant, a lot of them gained all their weight back, and then apparently losing weight that quickly, sure, you sit there, if you're me, you envy them, but you also root for them, and and it turns out it's so bad for your body to lose weight that quickly. Your metabolism plummets. It plummets. So these people lost all that weight and they're feeling like whatever. And then their metabolism plummets. Not only that, but they lose their leptin levels, go way, way down. And the doctor was on there talking, and he said, he's like, yeah, these Biggest Loser contestants, their leptin levels were almost non-existent. They were so low. And leptin is what tells us we're full. So on the one hand, you get the double whammy. You get your metabolism plummeting, and then you have your satiation, your hunger is not satisfied. It's a recipe for disaster, double whammy. And that's why so many of them they gained all the weight back and then some, and you know, it's not good to lose weight quickly. Not the way they did it. They were losing too much weight. Plus, it was just, and they think that's normal, and they're disappointed when they don't have a 7-pound in 1 week weight. It's just so bad for you. Plus, when you exercise, you want to eat more, and exercise doesn't even remotely burn the number of calories that people think that it does. That's why they came up with that saying, you can't outrun a bad diet. That's why whenever anybody says to me it's a fallacy, you know, friend said it online, friend over there said it the other day. People say it. You know, when you gain weight with me, because they know I walk and I'm this, and then they go, oh, you'll lose that. You'll lose that like that from walk. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You have to change your diet. You can't just rely on exercise. And this thing just said exercise is good for muscle tone, but it's not good. You have to, and the myths are busted. It's just like everything I've been saying. All these diets, they're recycled. Remember, I've been studying this shit since I was in my 20s, and now I'm in my late 40s. Okay, I've been studying this shit since my early 20s. And like they said, the diets are recycled. I could go back through my diet books, and now the diets are acting like they're new, and they're this and that, and they're just recycled. Yeah, that's all. They're recycled. And the paleo diet's trying to say that our ancestors didn't eat grains, and there's evidence that our ancestors did eat grains, certain ones. But like I said, our grains today, the wheat is high fructose. It's stripped of everything. It's just, that's what's so bad, and all the processed food. And it's something I can share with you guys. Hi, you want me to go to bed, huh? You want me to go to bed? The other side of the mountain was really good. It was really, really good. Hi, my love. You get crusty stuff on the outside of your nose at that old age. Should I wash it off? Does it come off? I don't know what the fuck it is. I better write down some stuff, because sometimes I want to talk about stuff in videos and I forget what I wanted to talk to you about. If I write it down, I won't forget it, right? Because now is not the time. So I think Beyonce went on that the lemonade diet, the one where you just drink the syrup. And she went on, I think, for 10 days. I think she said she lost 20 pounds in 10 days, but she's featured in my thing, you know, how stars lose weight, or so, whatever, that magazine I bought a few years ago, and she admitted, as soon as she started eating more, she gained it all back. You know. You can't view it as a diet. You have to view it as, you know, this is how you eat. I'm living proof of that. You used to go back to your bad habits, you put the weight back on. It's that simple. You can't view it as I'm on a diet. You have to view it as a lifestyle change that you have to maintain the rest of your life, or you're going to gain the weight, and the older you get. And our bodies fight to keep their same weight too. Our bodies are resistant to us losing weight. They don't want us to lose weight. They want us to stay the same. So when you've lost a significant amount of weight, like, you know, like these people lose, remember, I lost 72 pounds. That is a significant amount of weight. That's not these women, oh, I need to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds. No, I lost 72. I went from 232 to 160, okay? But, you know, I've gained some back, and then I've lost it again. You know what I mean? It's gone back and forth, and the fact is, it's something that I will have to constantly, it's a daily thing. You have to view it as that. Otherwise, you know. So I'm living proof. Okay? I was down to 160 a few years ago. I've been all the way up to close to 200, I think a couple of years ago, and I got back down, and now I'm back up again, you know. And the older you get as a woman, the harder it is. And with that, Omar and I are going to say goodnight. Why's your nose? What's that on your nose? I don't know if that's just his nose like that because it's old age, or if it's something I should wash off. Try to. Gently, of course. I don't know. Alright. Good night.